It's super great to welcome you back to Connect. I'm your host, Conn Patrick Jackson. I am thrilled that you've joined us. We're here in Santa Barbara, California. They just had their film festival here. It was an amazing time, lots of stars. And one thing I love is films. And I've discovered a film we need to lean in on. It's going to be an international hit. It's told by an amazing young man who not only wrote it, directed it, produced it, and stars in it, but he has an ensemble of amazing actors, including one from the Marvel series. He's part of the film. And let me just say, the film is called The Martial Artist, and some of it's been filmed in Pakistan. We're gonna find out more about it. Now, gentlemen, welcome. I gotta say, I thought I was watching a 2-minute clip, and it was the film, and I was captivated and watched the whole 2 hours. It's amazing.
Thank you. That says a lot. If you were expecting a clip and then you stayed with it for 2 hours, that's really great. That's really great to hear.
Good to know. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Well, I am thrilled to talk to both of you. I can't tell you how special it is to watch the film and then get to talk to you guys about what you created, how you put it together. But Shaz, let's talk about you. You wrote it, directed it, starred in it. Amazing. And yet, go back to the beginning class you ever took of jiu-jitsu, I think it was 4 years ago, and did you think it would lead to a film?
When I was getting choked out unconscious, that's probably when it was. I was like, I gotta make a film about this. But no, honestly, like the obsession with the MMA was way before the film even started. So I was always observing it, but jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, kickboxing, all that came into play when we started making the film. But I think the bigger idea was to find the story behind it. What was the story that needed to be told? And I think there were many desires, but one of the big ones was to fuse this sort of Eastern and Western mix, this sort of create this sort of bridge through this character as he goes back to his motherland. And when I cracked the grandfather character, which is played so brilliantly by Faran bhai, that's when I knew that there was a film. And then the training started for all the action and all that. But first, the story needed to be told. So that was the hardest part to crack.
My grandfather came from this wealthy family and left my dad nothing. Then my dad did nothing.
It's a nice look for my handsome son.
Thanks, Mom.
Amazing story. And Faran, we've got to ask, because your scene as the grandfather, the wisdom, the delivery, fantastic, brilliant, I've got to say. Where was it filmed? Because it is gorgeous.
Well, thank you. It's the northern part of Pakistan, actually, called Naran, which is, as you could see, is spectacularly beautiful. It's God's country. It's untouched, and you can see it. You can feel it. So, and we were lucky to be able to, use and show that part of Pakistan in the story.
Well, tell us about your approach on this role. It is amazing. And let me use the word I used before, brilliant.
Yeah, I think there's such a beautiful relationship between them. And I think from my character's point of view, I also see where I had been at one point in my life. And I see that in this young man. And I see how to coax and how to bring that out of him. So I think it's just a wonderfully layered character and a wonderfully layered story, because they're reflections of my character in this younger character, who I know has the potential and has everything. All he needs is the heart and to ground himself and get his spirit in the right place, basically.
Got some fights coming up, and I wanted to come here and train. I thought maybe you could help me.
You did not come here to train. You were desperate for answers about your father, your brother, and you. Is he alive?
Well, Faran, you've had amazing roles, including this one. I recognize you from the Marvel series. You've got a new Marvel TV series role coming out soon. But let's dive into this. You've been around so many talented actresses, directors, actors. Let me just ask, what sets Shaz apart?
Well, the biggest thing about Shaz is his level of dedication is unmatched. I mean, the man is completely focused on on trying to make something perfect. And that kind of energy is contagious. So from the first day that I met him, which was, as we were talking about earlier, it was about, I think, 7 years ago in San Diego, and we sat down and we talked about this idea, and we knew there was something that we both needed to work towards, and here we are, 7 years later.
Absolute brilliance. And Shaz, when I hear about you, I want to share a quality that I've read time and time again, is your ability to listen, adapt, pivot, and really is incredible when you have so many roles and you're not stressed and making sure it goes a certain way. Tell us about that incredible talent.
I think the film, when it starts being made, it becomes bigger than the creator of the film, because it's the ideas. I mean, you have to make the final decision, but you have to take ideas from everybody, and there has to be an awareness of what's happening with the film, because it's its own beast, and it's growing, and it's kind of like it would be silly for me not to take that kind of input, because I think some of the best discoveries happened when that sort of listening was happening, that interaction with the actors, or even like people from the crew, like a random comment would come, and of course you have to sort of gauge it. You can't let everything in. It has to be completely streamlined with what you want. But that's the only way I know how to work, is to be able to take it all in and kind of all go together, because it's just also more fun that way.
Love the results. I've so enjoyed talking to both of you as well. But do share the release, not only here in North America, but I'm excited because in your homeland, they're going to experience it too in Pakistan.
Sure. In Pakistan, yeah, my family is there. My parents moved back 3-4 years ago. So it's going to be great for them, to see it out there. It's actually been dubbed in Urdu, so the local audiences can also enjoy it. And then in UK and in North America, and then parts of South America, it's releasing on April 4th. So look, I think Faran and I can agree that we love those sort of classical films that even Hollywood was making back in the day, and we felt like there was there weren't these films being made right now within the system. So it was this is our attempt to kind of make something that inspired us growing up. And I'm just really grateful for all the artists that were around me, especially some of these performances in the film. I'm so sick of seeing myself, so the only thing that got me through it was these actors. So it really enjoyed it.
What a blessing. Congratulations. An incredible masterpiece. The martial artist. We look forward to more from you, Shaz, but let's enjoy this today as we have enjoyed talking to both of you. Congratulations.
Thank you
so
Conn.
much.
Thank you for taking out the time to talk to us.
Really appreciate it.